Hello and welcome to Studio A. I'm Lindy Cochran. Joining me today are Mariah Whitley, Kason Asher, Connor Champagne, and Caroline Zito. We've got stories on a major renovation going on at Alkek Library, a fashion show that benefits a local food bank, and Texas State seniors who are about to take their place in a big, wide world. All this and more coming up on Studio A. Big changes are coming to Alkek Library. It's undergoing a complete renovation that will give students more resources and transform the first floor into a multimedia center. Caroline Zito tells us exactly what to expect.
Lindy, this renovation is going to allow students to do things like never before.
The first floor of the Alkek Library at Texas State University is going under renovation, with resources like the U-Star Studio, which is a personal creative video space where you can record your own original video content for a class project, presentation, online lecture, or performance. All the equipment you need is available in this unique creative space. They are planning on expanding the U-Star model, and they will be developing another studio that's more flexible, which right now they are calling the U-Star Flex. Students will be able to do photography and podcast show and more. They will also have a studio where you can edit, as well as an audio and recording booth to record podcasts as well as music.
You can't find these resources anywhere else. The studios that we have built right now and what's coming, there's nothing in San Marcos like it. I don't even think there's anything in Austin. And so just having that at your disposal is great.
They will also be offering training programs and workshops. This will help students widen their skill set while they are in college. A new program that will be added is called Student Access Program.
They'll be able to pitch ideas for episodic content. So if you have a show idea or a podcast idea that you want to be paired with a professional producer and help carry that out in one of our professional studios, you'd have that ability. And so we're planning on piloting that next semester in spring of 2019.
Texas State students have a lot to look forward to. For Studio A, I'm Caroline Zito.
When you first saw the new U-Star Studio, what did you think?
I think it's really cool that students get to be able to use all of this equipment and stuff while they're on campus and they don't have to go anywhere too far to use it.
It's really awesome.
The Fashion Merchandising Association held their semi-annual fashion show a week before Thanksgiving. They also donated to a special charity here in town. Caitlin Stubbs has the story.
Texas State's Fashion Merchandising Association, or FMA, held their semi-annual fashion show on November 15th. The fashion show was created to showcase students and local talent as well as highlight the Fashion Merchandising School. The event shut down a section of San Antonio Street on the square between the courthouse and the Mark. Everything from formal wear to streetwear was modeled. In addition to the show, FMA held a food drive for the Hays County Food Bank. Miracle Tinsley explained why she decided to donate to Hays County Food Bank instead of other charities.
I remember one day we were having model tryouts, and this Texas State food pantry was open for students to go get grocery if you can't afford them or you're food insecure. And so I saw that and was like, wow, we should really give back in some sort of way.
The food bank provides the community with food assistance programs, nutrition education, and advocacy programs. They also have several distribution centers in the county, including one on campus. Mallory Best said while they're grateful for the donations around Christmas, they run short of food during the summer.
Holidays is when everybody wants to give. So when we see our shortages is when, like in the summertime, whenever people aren't really thinking about giving back to the food bank.
For more information about the food bank, check them out on their website. And for more information on FMA, check out their social media. For Studio A, I'm Caitlin Stubbs.
So Caroline, how did you find out about the fashion show?
So my best friend actually is a fashion merchandising major, and she kind of helped plan the fashion show as well.
That's fantastic.
Coming up next on Studio A, the art of the bonsai tree, Sights and Sounds of Christmas is back, and seniors are getting ready to graduate. We'll have those stories right after this.
In the United States alone, there are approximately 7.6 million pets a year that enter a local animal shelter. Of that number, only about 2.7 million animals actually leave the system. This is Stella. She's one of the lucky ones. She is a 1-year-old golden retriever border collie mix. She enjoys long walks on the San Marcos trails, hanging out with friends, prancing through the grass, and being a loyal companion to her owner. However, she wasn't always this happy. She was found outside, abandoned, and left all alone. But thanks to the San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter, Stella was given another chance to find a new home, where she could be loved, cared for, and happy. Every dog deserves a home. Create your own story and change the life of not only an animal, but yours as well. For more information, you can call the shelter at 512-805-2650 or visit them in person at 750 River Road in San Marcos, Texas.
In this world of technology and quick information, what better way to slow down than caring for the ancient art of the bonsai? Kaysen, you have a story just about this topic.
That's right, Lindy. I stopped by the Central Texas Bonsai exhibit in Wimberley to find out more. Tucked in the hillside between San Marcos and Wimberley is a small garden of tiny trees. Jade Gardens is a bonsai exhibit with over 160 species of trees.
Start because you're loving what you're doing and the challenge of it, the creativity of it.
Charles Ware owns Jade Gardens with his wife, Pat. They have been caring for and showing off their bonsai collection for just over 30 years, and they'll even sell you your own. Many people try to grow their own bonsai trees with little luck. Charles says that for some sellers, that's by design.
You want to put them in, pull them out as you can sell them. Go whack, 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 whack. They weren't created to live, they were created to sell.
Many bonsai sellers cut corners to make a quick profit, not caring whether the tree will actually make it much further than the register.
They're buying trees that are in stress or dead already. They're putting that tree in an environment that it really can't survive in. And you've got no real instructions as to how to take care of it.
What makes the Wares business different is their honest care for the trees and potential owners.
Everybody that buys a tree should understand what the needs of that tree are.
Charles takes great pride in his art and growing the art through educating others. He says each tree has a personality to match its owner.
The most important thing is looking at that particular tree and saying, wow, that's cool. And then understanding the character.
To find out more about the art of bonsai or to purchase one yourself, Jade Gardens in Wimberley, Texas is a worthwhile stop. For Studio A, I'm Kaysen Asher.
So Kaysen, have you actually owned a bonsai tree?
I have actually, although I really failed at it. It died pretty quickly, but after talking with Charles, I'm pretty sure that it was dead when I bought it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Located off the San Marcos River, there is a famous local holiday tradition. It's time for families to get together and get into the holiday spirit. Right, Connor?
That's right, Lindy. The river is certainly beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And it should. It's a sights and sounds of Christmas.
Sights and Sounds is a San Marcos tradition that has been ongoing for 32 years. The annual event occurs over 2 weeks and is completely non-profit and volunteer run. This year, the event features a main stage, 20 unique vendors, and a multitude of other activities.
I think the biggest thing is getting some Christmas shopping done. I think that's a big part of Santa's gift shop and I think people look forward to buying some Christmas gifts there. I know I get a lot there. I think my favorite is the marblies. They're these cute little animals made out of marbles, and it's like my favorite thing. I buy one every year, so I have quite the collection going.
All proceeds from Sights and Sounds spread from one year to the next. Due to the way the revenue functions, the event can continuously grow and expand. The only resource that Sights and Sounds is desperately in need of is a growing volunteer force.
Because we are continuously growing, with that comes a need for more people, whether it's board members or event volunteers. We definitely have a lot of people that assist with the event, but with something this large, we could always use more help.
Sights and Sounds' main entrance is located at 401 East Hopkins Street. The event will take place from November 28th to December 1st, and December 5th to December 8th. For more information, visit their website at sights-in-sound.org. For Studio A, I'm Connor Champagne.
So Connor, while you were at Sights and Sounds working on this story, did you happen to stop by the shops and buy anything?
Yeah, I did. I actually bought 3 little ornaments that had my name and my 2 little sisters' names on it. I bought them because we can't ever find my sister Brenna and my sister Alexis's names because they're not very common. And I thought it'd be nice for my mom to have something, especially since we're all going away to college.
How nice.
Well, we're winding down to the end of Studio A, and for some people, the end of a great 4 years here at Texas State. We'll have tips for studying for finals and fighting off senioritis right after this message.
Located on Spring Lake, the Meadow Center at Texas State University strives to encourage environmental awareness through laboratory research, education, service, and stewardship. Home to 8 endangered species, Spring Lake is one of the most diverse aquatic ecosystems in the southwestern U.S. The Meadow Center promotes community involvement with the help of volunteer groups in efforts to preserve the spring's pristine quality of life. One of the Meadow Center's most unique activities is their glass-bottom boat tours, where people of all ages are given the opportunity to explore the natural beauty of Spring Lake. Passengers on board will see underwater life that includes a variety of species including fish, turtles, and dense vegetation. The Discovery Hall features interactive exhibits and a 1,000-gallon aquarium of fish found in Spring Lake. Visitors can further appreciate and learn to establish a better understanding of Spring Lake's rare ecosystem after exploring this one-of-a-kind hall. For more information, visit the Meadow Center's website and explore Spring Lake today.
The end of the semester is approaching, and students are intensely preparing for finals week. There are plenty of resources for students to take advantage of during this tedious time of the year. Ashley Galvan reports.
As the semester comes to an end, many students are preparing for their finals. Alkek Library offers many resources to students, such as changing library hours to allow more time to study.
We start 24 hours next week, starting on Wednesday the 5th, and we'll be open 24 hours with a few modifications on the weekends until Friday the 14th.
The library will also have coloring pages, stress relief bubble wrap, a motivation board on the main floor, as well as free candy and pencils, and the therapy dogs.
We will have, starting on the 10th, we will have therapy dogs come from 1 to 3 on Monday and Tuesday. We'll have them on the main floor and also in Slack on the 4th floor.
Help can also be found at Slack on the 4th floor of Alkek. Slack will be closed during finals, but they will be available the week before finals. There is also help available for those doing research projects.
So if you have a last-minute research project, you can come to the library. We have help at the Research and Information Desk on the main floor. We are there until 12:30 every night. Or you can schedule an appointment with a subject librarian, and you can also chat with us online if you have any research needs.
The Counseling Center is also a resource for students who are under stress. They are available for counseling, and they also have online resources for students under stress on the Counseling Center website. The page recommends students to get sleep, eat a balanced diet, exercise, and reduce caffeine intake. Spacing your studying is advised, and something many students have learned.
Take breaks, like study ahead of time. So study ahead of time, but then give yourself time to relax, because if you're going to be studying for hours on end, that's just going to give you, your brain's going to be fried.
For Studio A, I'm Ashley Galvan.
It just so happens that I'm a graduating senior myself, and so I'm aware of the stress and uncertainty that accompanies this time of year. So I went to Bobcat Bridges to get some advice on dealing with senioritis. Bobcat Bridges is a new event hosted by the Texas State Young Alumni Council and Career Services, in which former Bobcats help students navigate life after graduation and discuss some of its challenges.
The mindset shift is probably the biggest one, going from being a student to what now? I mean, you no longer have a schedule that you have to follow. So nobody's really telling you where to go until you find a job.
Once you graduate, wherever you're at, start building your network, whether it's within your business, your organization, your city, your region. Just start building that network, because you never know who you will meet and where that will take you.
That work-life balance, really don't look at it as a balance, because it's probably never going to be equal, right? And as a student, I tried so hard to say, if my work level's at here, my self-care is here, and my family time is, and they're all going to be the same. But that's not how time works. It's not how energy levels work. If you're giving 90% to something, you can't also give 90% to another thing, you've only got 100.
Overall, students struggling in their final semester are advised to continue pushing themselves to excel in their studies while making the most of these last 2 weeks.
That student experience is so sacred, and so really feeling it and taking in that moment and trying not to look too far forward, certainly if it's anxiety inducing either. You know, just absorb it for what it is and be excited, and the pieces will fall into place.
When you're training for a marathon, you actually like kick in the hardest when you're in your final 3 miles. So, you know, you're pacing, now it's time for you to just go.
Enjoy the resources, the opportunities that are still available to you that will not be available to you once you graduate. I think we get so caught up in trying to finish. It's like, I need to do this, I need to do that. It's like there's so much more to do that gets lost in your senior year. Kind of try to focus and make sure you're able to incorporate all of that.
Above all, students should remain flexible and stay positive when entering this new chapter. Career Services and the Alumni Association care about seeing students at all stages succeed and continue to support Bobcats for Life. Students and alumni are encouraged to check out their websites to find events and tools for success during and after college.
Now, Lindy, I know it's a Texas State tradition to jump into the river when you graduate, but it's December, and I'm not about that life.
I know what you mean. The river is supposed to be a constant 72 degrees year-round, but I'm more concerned about getting out of the river. That would be the challenging part for me.
For sure.
Well, that's it for Studio A today and for the fall semester. For Mariah Whitley, Kason Asher, Connor Champagne, and Caroline Zito, I'm Lindy Cochran. Check out our YouTube channel and join us again in the spring semester. Goodbye.